Hello everyone, welcome. Today we show you some amazing coffee table ideas. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Ever wished your coffee table could look good and perfectly put together, but not sure how to decorate or which accessories to use or where to place them? Today we will share with you some great decorations and design ideas for coffee tables to inspire you to put together your coffee table. Coffee table styling doesn't have to be complicated. Coffee tables are designed to be placed in a sitting area or other common areas in a home for convenient support of beverages, remote controls, magazines, books, decorative objects, and other small items. Coffee tables come in a variety of shapes and sizes, but they all serve the same purpose. Most coffee tables are made of wood, glass, and aluminium, typically stainless steel or aluminum as well, and may sometimes have cabinets or drawers for added convenience. They can also be used as a temporary workspace for crafts or projects. In addition to being functional, coffee tables can also be stylish accents in any living room. Whether you prefer a sleek and modern design or a more traditional look, there's a coffee table out there that's perfect for your home. Coffee tables are usually low to the ground. While they are typically used for aesthetic purposes, they can also serve a functional purpose by providing extra storage space. Some coffee tables have at least one shelf or drawer where items can be stored. Since coffee tables are often the centerpieces of the living room, it's a great place to display photographs, art pieces, or simply a place to rest your cup as you enjoy a cup of coffee. When choosing a coffee table for your living room, it's important to consider both style and functionality. There are various coffee table ideas you may want to consider. For example, the type of materials you prefer, amount of storage space you need, the size and shape you want to go for. All this determines the type of coffee table you end up choosing. After you've found the perfect sofa and chairs for your living room, the coffee table is also an important piece of furniture to choose. It sets the tone for the rest of the room and can make or break the look you're going for. If you want a cozy, inviting space, go for a coffee table with a soft, rounded shape and plenty of surface area for books, magazines, and coffee cups. If you're looking for something more modern, try a sleek glass or metal coffee table. For extra storage, choose a coffee table with built-in shelves or drawers. Once you've decided on the perfect coffee table for your home, accessorizing shouldn't be difficult. There are plenty of ways to decorate and accessorize your coffee tables. You can add a few books on the top, add some candles, flowers in a vase, and other cute and beautiful pieces of decorations that match your aesthetics. In order for the living room to look well put together, a coffee table is needed amongst other essentials. So getting the right coffee table for your space is very important. When considering the size of your coffee table, the coffee table should be approximately the same height as the sofa cushions. When it comes to the coffee table length, get something that's at least 2/3 the length of your sofa. The width of a coffee table should be half the sofa's width. A big coffee table in a small space with a small sofa isn't ideal and doesn't look good for the space. Just like having a big couch with a tiny coffee table in the center. This leaves so much space, making the place look mismatched. In other words, a coffee table that doesn't match the size of the furniture in the living room will throw off the symmetry and proportion of a room, making it feel out of balance. A tip to consider is when setting up your coffee table is to allow your coffee table to be between 14 and 18 inches away from the seating. When choosing a coffee table, it's important to consider its shape. The most common shapes are rectangular, square, oval, and round. Each has its own advantages and disadvantages. For example, a rectangular coffee table is great for a living room with plenty of space for guests to move around. However, it can feel cold and formal in a small space. A round coffee table is more versatile and can be adapted to any size room. It's also ideal for entertaining because it's easy for guests to reach everything on the table. In case you opt for a rectangular coffee table, add softness to the coffee table by using a circular tray to house round planters and other edgeless items for a touch of warmth. One should be able to balance different colors, textures, and shapes. Still on the shapes, we often like to balance round and square shapes in a space. If you have decided on a coffee table with square corners, you might want to add a lamp with a round base. Or if you have a sofa with rounded arm sets, you might want to use a coffee table with sharp angles. By mixing and matching different shapes, you can create a space that feels both visually interesting and balanced. There are many types of materials and finishes available for coffee tables one can use. While the type of coffee table you choose will ultimately be a matter of personal preference, there are a few things to keep in mind when making your selection. If you plan on using your coffee table as a place to rest your feet, then a softer material like wood or leather may be more comfortable. However, if you plan on using your coffee table as a surface for dining or working, then a harder material like glass or metal may be a better choice. It is also easier to clean in case of any spillover and is therefore better than the leather and cushion materials. Glass is a popular choice for coffee tables because it has a clean, modern look and it's easy to keep clean. Wood is another popular option because it's classic and versatile. You can find wood coffee tables in a variety of different finishes to match your existing furniture. If you're looking for something unique, metal or stone coffee tables can make a statement in any living room. Also, since coffee tables are often the focal point of a living room and can be a great way to express your personal style, one simple way to style your coffee table is with a tray. A tray can help to coral items on the table, and it can also provide a surface for displaying items like candles or vases. You can also use a tray to create an anchor for your coffee table styling. If you have a large tray, you can place it in the center of the coffee table and arrange smaller items around it. Make sure all coffee table accessories are kept low so they're easy to see over the top. Use coffee table books that complement your decorating style and stack them on top of each other or arrange them neatly side by side. In addition to providing style, books are also a great way to add color and texture to your coffee table styling. Decorative books are great for hiding remote controls and electronics chargers. The shape of your coffee table helps determine how you style it. For a round coffee table, keep it simple. Use a contrasting square tray to keep things organized. Or showcase a favorite houseplant in a pretty planter and keep the rest of the surface blank. Square coffee tables give you a little more room to play. Divide the tabletop into quadrants and display something different in each square. A coffee table with a lower shelf is the perfect storage solution for magazines, books, and other items like a tissue box and coasters. The lower shelf provides additional space for storage, while the raised top keeps objects within easy reach. A coffee table with storage is another option worth considering. This type of table usually has shelving or drawers built into the design, providing a place to tuck away magazines, blankets, and other items. While a coffee table is a popular and practical piece of furniture, it's not the only option for filling the space in front of your sofa. If you're looking for something a little different, why not consider using an ottoman? It can be used for extra seating or as a footrest. Plus, it's easy to move around, so it can be repositioned as needed. To help with this, choose a padded ottoman to double as a coffee table. Top it with a tray for your living room essentials. Pick a tray with handles and you can move it easily whenever you want to put your feet up. If you have a bold coffee table like the multicolored one, let it take center stage. Dress it with minimal items so it doesn't look cluttered. Instead of one big coffee table, group several heavy, sculptural cylinders or small coffee tables stacked together can also work well. They can be easily moved around. Add colorful accents like flowers and books to stand out, and leave some blank space for drinks. The bigger the coffee table, the bigger the styling possibilities. For a warm, welcoming, and homey living room, incorporate personal items into your coffee table arrangement. Stack a few books dedicated to your favorite topics of interest, a bowl or tray, and other beautiful ornaments. Arrange a bouquet of flowers in a vase for a more colorful look. Don't be scared to incorporate objects that are elemental and natural, like antique wooden bowls. They add an old world feel to a room as well as beauty. However, if your living room is filled with saturated colors and bold patterns, limit the color palette of your coffee table decor. When it comes to displaying flowers on a coffee table, you aren't limited to fresh cut varieties in a vase. Use potted plants to provide a fresh, natural element that doesn't need to be replaced week after week. Practical, easy, and economical. However, when in doubt, keep it simple. All you need is a small vase of flowers to add some color and keep your space from feeling too stark. A nesting table set can be a great option too. It's a versatile option. These tables can be arranged together or used separately, depending on your needs. They're also easy to move around, making them ideal for small spaces. We believe coffee table styling is the finishing touch of a living room. Often the last piece of furniture to be bought after seating and storage. And since coffee tables are often, even unintentionally, the focal point of a living room, getting the styling just right is a must. In addition, when styling your coffee table, consider incorporating the coffee table book trend for a refined decor option that doesn't take away from the table itself. When styling your coffee table, focus on making spaces feel comfortable, and one way to do that is to incorporate a seating plan that centers around a coffee table. Still in favor of a round coffee table. Choosing a round coffee table is a clever styling trick. Just as with a circular dining table, it encourages sociability in a space. With any room, styling always remember that simplicity is best. We also think better when a coffee table is a clutter-free option. It helps clear the mind and makes it easier for us to relax. So don't overdo it with your coffee tables. Lace goes a long way. Use your living room's look or theme to guide or contrast with your coffee table styling. If the feel is busy, then keep your table minimalist. Or if the rest of the scheme is pared back in style, then use the coffee table to bring in more beauty with different accessories. This can still be done on a minimal basis. For example, keep books on a shelf underneath and keepsakes and ornaments on top. The way you have a clear separation between pieces. Coffee table styling can help with a room's proportions. So if your living room space has low ceilings, it makes sense to pick a coffee table that's purposefully low too. However, you can boost interest by picking a 2-level coffee table design. Whether your living room scheme is colorful or neutral, you can still play with scale in interior design on your coffee table. One top tip is to only place pieces on it that won't exceed 1/3 of the height of the actual table. Coffee tables that are so visually interesting don't really need much styling. Just a couple of books or decorative objects do the trick. You don't want to take attention away from the decor underneath the glass top coffee tables, so stick to the table's palettes of neutral colors so everything is nicely visible. If you love a cohesive scheme, then incorporate your coffee table into it seamlessly. Coffee tables work most effectively when they coordinate with the room scheme so they don't appear too dominant within the space. We often choose coffee tables with more neutral tones made from natural materials such as marble and timber. Coffee tables need to be durable as well as providing space for more decorative elements such as books, trays, and objects. The more minimal you keep the styling in this instance, the better. A tray and 2 different size bowls that pick up the colors from the cushions and side table are all you need. We often mention accent color ideas in the form of accessories, but you can also use smaller pieces of furniture in this way too. It's a way of making a style statement, and it works particularly when in a modern setting that has a minimalist feel. Black finishes work especially well against a neutral background, working as an accent color while acting as an anchor to the overall scheme. From the coffee table taking center stage through the lighting and accessories. Play around with the height and shape of the items you choose to display. This will help the surface feel more dynamic. Don't forget to keep it simple. Introduce greenery, a favorite scented candle, and a small stack of coffee table magazines for a look that feels both stylish and relaxed. Coffee table styling tips to consider here. Visually divide up your coffee table into 3 sections. Now you can either place items into each section or only use 2 and leave one end free. You can have one bold statement piece in one of your sections. This could be a striking vase full of blooms, an ornament, or a stack of books, but it needs to be the largest and tallest item. Then have a smaller display of something else, a stack of books with a paperweight or a scented candle, for example. It's lovely to use something that has meaning or brings back happy memories. Coffee table styling needn't stop at the pieces you display on top. It can extend to the materials used to make it. This might be a marble top or perhaps you want to use a footstool to soften a space. Choose a curvaceous shape, a pretty fabric, and an unusual texture, such as a buttoned top, and have an eye-catching centerpiece for your room. Play with scale, display larger items like coffee table books, boards with smaller bowls or books. Avoid lots of small items that can make a coffee table look cluttered. However beautiful the arrangement, practicality is very important. Make sure there is enough space to put everyday things down, like a cup of coffee, a reading book, or to put your feet up on it. Make sure it feels relaxed and usable rather than staged and untouchable. Include pieces that you use and love. How you style a coffee table with a shelf will largely come down to how busy your room is. But as a general rule, you want to avoid having a very cluttered shelf and top for your coffee table, as it will make your living room feel messy. Instead, opt to keep clutter below the tabletop on the shelf and keep a neat grouping of items on the top. Styling a round coffee table is a little trickier than styling a square or rectangular coffee table. One way to do so is by placing the items you want to display on a tray, round or square, and placing those on top of the center of the coffee table. Another is to group 3 items into a triangle. Pick one taller item, one smaller item, and one that sits around the middle of the 2 in height. This will help create a natural arrangement. Coffee tables are loved for the versatility they can be used as a place to rest your coffee cup, a spot to stash your TV remote, or even an impromptu dining table when friends come over. Coffee tables come in all shapes and sizes, from sleek and modern to warm and rustic. Whatever the reason, coffee tables are a staple in many homes. We hope you have enjoyed today's video and you will be able to create a unique and beautiful coffee table that suits your aesthetic and is beautiful for your space. Thanks for watching, stay blessed, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. We love you all.